And I always put it even on all the teeth on either sides because sometimes it overflows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it gets stuck on the other ones. So that's what I like to do. Just enough that it's not going to stay. Okay. It's called Making It Easy for Thyself. Okay. Then I start to mix it. Okay, so it's still not quite. You know the other things for you? Hot water. Just a paper cup's fine. Let's see, this is going to be a bridge, so sometimes I go overboard. Okay, and then sometimes, you know, when you're talking about the consistency, like if I get bored and I'm going, okay, it's a little tacky or whatever, sometimes what I do is I go and I just dunk it in the hot water. Just enough to make it get, not set, but so you can work it like this.
Oh.
Okay, so it's still a little tacky, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of stretch it out. And then I put it over the tops of this. Hope I made enough for this thing. And then I just push it down. Push it down. Of course, it's different on a model here. And then I do it. See how it covers? It covers on the outside too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now in this case, being that I don't have the, what do you call it? The impression. What I'll do is I kind of fake it. I go, okay, here would be a tooth. Then I kind of figure, okay, here might be the tooth. Here might be, here's the tooth. Here's the tooth. Just to kind of give me a general ballpark figure where I want to go. You know? See, so it kind of just gives you the idea. Okay? And sometimes I'll try to work this out of here. Sometimes I leave it. It's easier because then I mess with it afterwards. Okay, and then when we have the bottom, I should have brought the bottom one. And then of course this stuff. But it's not in anybody's mouth. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so we'll pretend they have their bottom teeth, right? So then I'll have them bite, and then I'll see. So, okay, see, in this case, I could do more, right? Have it come down more. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll mess with what I've got first. I'll adjust it, then I'll go back and I'll just add on enough just to make it more of an occlusion. Okay? Or, and then the other thing I'll do is I do with an Explorer, which, let's see, I'm just going to steal one out of the packet here. And he's like, no, don't open the packets. I'll just open a packet. Okay, so it kind of gives you the idea, right? Okay. Then what I start to do is, okay, it's not quite there yet. So if I go like this, eventually it starts to want to pick up when it's set enough. So once it starts where you can pick it up, let's see, it's not quite there. Come on. Oops. And then what I'll do too is I do this. I'm really famous for doing this. That's what makes them stay tight. And then I'm sorry, Anna. Let's see, try to push it up.
Oh, it starts peeling off.
Yeah, and then when it starts to see it come up, come on, baby. Sometimes this is what hangs it up when it gets stuck on the other tooth. Then I bring it up. Come on. And I bring it up. I go, okay, comes up. Get it up. Okay, push it back down. Then I just do that a few times. I go as long as it keeps going back where I want it. And I think it's okay.
Oh, go up and down, go up and down.
A couple times anyways. And then what I do is I take it off and I throw it in hot water. And I just let the hot do the rest. I don't let it set completely on there. And then by the time I walk from there to here to do it, it's already pretty much set. Okay? Then what I do is, obviously, drill. Of course, it won't be as pretty as that, but that's okay. I'll just leave it a little bit.
Intermission.
Yeah, I just have to wait for that to set.
Let's go out to the snack bar. Let's go out to the snack bar. Let's go out to the snack bar. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, there you go.
Have ourselves a snack.
Okay, then I kind of look at it and I go, okay, my margins are pretty decent, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, that's good. Let's see if it's set enough because I don't want to push on it till it is. Okay, so you take a little piece out. Let's see. See, it still goes back on.
It goes back on there.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, sometimes the one that I do gets tight and I can't get it.
Yeah, and then of course now I have to trim it. But that's going to take me a while to trim.
So if it doesn't go in, what do you do?
You make it work. In other words, a lot of times it's because of the contact. So you have to say, okay, take a little off. Sometimes the internal, because I take it off sooner, might come in a tad. So I have to just route out like the little, undercuts or high spots that might be coming in like this to keep it from, just going back on. See, this is easier because it's not in somebody's mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not dealing with saliva, you're not dealing with the tongue. Now, if I have somebody with this big old tongue, what I have to do when I'm in there, I keep my finger like this on the side because they're always trying to bob it up and down. So I put the suction there and I just hold it and I just go like this and I go like this and I press like this. And then when I feel comfortable enough, I go, okay, so-and-so, hold the cheeks back, bite down. Okay, good enough. Pop it up, and then I try the articulating paper, make sure, because otherwise they'll distort the whole thing with their tongue.
Yeah, they go on.
Yeah, so you have to, so I always have to keep a finger in the way. Okay?
Use finger.
I mean, to me, it's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to grind it back. Okay? But I'm going to go get my goggles because I don't want the stuff getting